Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about children and tongue-tie releases. Do they need therapy along with the release? And the answer is emphatically yes, yes, yes. You shouldn't just send your kid to get a tongue release. It's not something a dentist should be doing without the proper therapy before and after. I am not an OMT, okay? Nor am I a pediatric dentist, nor am I a pediatrician. I am just an orthodontist who happens to have an interest in airway and myofunctional things. And I'm learning as I go. I'm going through myofunctional therapy myself. I just had a tongue release, and it's different in adults, it's different in kids, and it's different in babies. 3 different buckets. So my own OMT, I asked this question, how this works, and this is what she told me. So I'm just relaying the information. If you're looking for an OMT, happy to refer you to mine. Otherwise, yes, children should be seeing a therapist along with the release. And I don't mean like psychological therapist. I mean, in babies, we talked about working with a lactation consultant who specializes in this. In kids, she said they'll either be working with a speech, an SLP, a speech and language pathologist. Now, many SLPs are also dual trained as OMTs. So ideally, you're looking for an SLP OMT combo so you can get it all done in one go, because there's certain things that exercises that you have to do to prevent reattachment. Also, they have to learn, this is the main time when they're learning to speak, right? So they have to work on that, making new sounds. I can tell you, after having the release myself as an adult in my 40s, I even had to learn to pronounce things. And you can still see sometimes I struggle a little bit because my tongue is completely different, you know? I'm sure it'll get better as time goes on. But yes, you should see an SLP who's also an OMT, but sometimes they also need to see an occupational therapist. So, and they should be one that specializes in this. And will insurance cover it? Maybe, maybe not. From my experience with SLPs with my son, we did have to pay out of pocket for that. Although there are some public schools that offer it. You have to be pretty bad to qualify for that. We went through that. I had to really fight for mine, for my son, and we barely got any sessions. So I'm guessing very few SLPs that work for the city and county are also OMTs and probably don't go through that. So it's unfortunate. Occupational therapists often are at hospitals and often is something that can be medical billed. But anyways, that's something you'll have to look into. But yes, we don't want you to rush out there and get your kid a release without the proper before and after care, pre and post care. All right, thanks.